Hi, this is a quick video about QuickChart, which is an open source piece of software in which we can integrate with to allow this sort of thing, which this is a stacked bar, which is generating an overview of the amount per month of opportunities. So it's grouped by month and stage. So how do you set this up? You're going to need a few things. You're going to need a SOQL query, just a regular SOQL query, which is going to grab your grouped data. And this is, for example, one you could do. This is going to select all of the opportunities in my org. There's no kind of extra filtering on it. And it's going to group them by calendar month and by stage name. So once that's done, you're also then going to need a KeyValue Datasource. Now this is something a little bit different. So the way that you set up these is you just say new data source and you select key value. There's nothing actually in this. It's not going to point to anything. There's no SOQL query. It's just a placeholder. So the Apex class that we provide is going to push the data into this so that we can use it in the chart. You also then need a document, as ever, to put something into. So this is what the document will look like. You're going to need a picture placeholder, which is available on our website. If you search picture, you'll come to this page, and if you scroll down to the picture placeholder, this is just a grey image. You can obviously just copy this, save it, put it into your document, and on the document you need to go to layout, selection pane, and then once you've clicked that, you see you get this at the side, and you need to change this to have our usual merge field around something you're going to remember. So stacked bar is what I've chosen for this one. You're also then going to need the package itself. So this is something we are going to provide in a link. You just install it as a package, and then you're going to need to update some permission sets that you're using. So that in the actionables, in object settings, in the actionables for whichever permission set you are using for PDF Butler, you need to assign yourself the new record type, which is let's have a look. What's the QuickChart? There we go. So QuickChart won't have a tick, so you need to make sure that you're assigned all of those. And then there's loads which say chart, and they'll also be unticked. So tick all of those as well, so that you've got the ability to do that. Then you will need the .config itself. So it's a regular .config with a main Word document that you'll just upload that template to. And you'll also need an actionable. Now this is where we have this class set for you, which I'll put in the documentation as well. So the record type is QuickChart. Give it a name. The .config is QuickChart opportunities, which is obviously going to be filled in if we're creating it from that. This will be selected for you. Make sure it's going to be active. This is where you choose the type of chart. So there's lots of charts, and we're obviously just going to use the stacked bar. This is where you put your two data sources that you created. So this is the one that's going to take the data, and then this actionable is going to put it into the target data source on the left. And then you want to choose the field API name, as you can see, for the x-axis, and then also the field API name for the label. And you can see you want to leave that empty for certain ones as well, because it groups them strangely. So all of these are really well kind of laid out, and then you just got some options on the right hand side: show the labels or not, and currency or number. And I know it's currency that we're looking at here, so we're going to leave that as it is. Now on the .config, so you want to go back to your .config that you're using, open PDF Butler. I've already got it here. Add your data sources, and with the data source, which is a key value, when you first open it, there'll be nothing in there, so there won't be these two fields. You'll have to, I'll just copy this one, you'll have to add a field and put these two values in. So you need two extra fields in here just to type text, all lowercase, PDF Butler _ID and PDF Butler _chart URL. So these are so that underneath this, as a child, you want to press child and then add dynamic picture data source. and that will give you this. It will then ask you which you want to be the ID field and which you want to be the URL field, which should be simple enough to select. Then the only thing that you actually kind of need for this, obviously you can have lots of other things in your .config, is to tell the config type. So config type is picture. Choose the data source, which is the only picture data source you're going to have, so that's going to be selected for you, and then choose the merge field. So you can obviously search that and select it, and then the picture formatting, as with any other picture, usually on a document like this, I want the width to be fixed. So that means it's going to take up the full width of the page, but if the height is different, then that's going to scale appropriately. So it's not going to be squashed or anything like that. And then that's it. That is all the configuration you need to do. Now I'm launching this from an account, and actually, you know, it's a chart of every opportunity in the org. But you know, you could launch this from forever else, and obviously change the style as well. So it's as simple, really, on that actionable. If I change this to line, then I'll recreate it now, and it will create a line graph of the exact same information. Okay, any questions? Obviously, just let our support team know. support@pdfbutler.com.